Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and in today's video we'll be covering how to make a TV system where you can click on the remote and then the TV will start playing something with sound. Let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to need is to import these three things. So the mesh for your TV remote, the mesh for your TV model, and the video that you have as well, and you can organize it in these folders. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the video folder. We're going to right click, look for media, and look for media player, and then you want to tick video output media texture asset. Click OK. We can call this media player video. So we can double click, and then you want to find the video that you're going to use. So I'm using nature video. As you see, the video is loaded over here. And then as you see, the texture should form. So right click on the texture and click on create material, and we can just call this m_video. There we have the dynamic video material already. Next thing you want to do is go to TV model. Let's right click and create on blueprint class, and we want to select actor. We can call this BPTV. So double click to open. So let's drag in all three of the meshes, or whatever your mesh would be. And I'm just going to add the colors for mine. So this is just going to be black. It's going to be metal. And then instead of having a material over here, I'm going to add a cube. And then I'm going to set the scale to 0.01 over here. So it's quite flat. And then I want to bring it to where it just is in front of the screen. And then I want to just adjust it. So essentially this cube is going to act as a screen. So I'm going to just adjust it. It's almost there. That's it. And then we can rename this to screen. And by default, we want this to be black. This is how it will look. The next thing we also want to do is on the screen, we want to add a media sound, sorry. And then the media player is going to be our MP video. Compile and save. And for attenuation, you can just select any of the attenuation settings you have by default. So I'm just going to select one of them. And as you can see, that creates sort of an attenuation radius for the sound to fall off. The next thing you want to do is let's go to remote. We can close this for now. Let's go to remote, right click, look for blueprint class and select actor, and we can call this BP remote. Double click. In the content drawer, drag in all your meshes. Then this is quite big actually, so I'm just going to make it much smaller. This is probably okay. And then where it says BP remote self, in the details panel I'm going to look for tag, and then the tag is going to be remote. Compile and save. And we can just drag this into the world to see how it looks. So it's still a little big. I can just make it a little bit smaller, maybe 0.7. This should be okay for me. There. And the next thing we're going to do now is go back into BPTV, and then in the event graph, let's add a custom event called interact. And then we're going to have a flip-flop. And then out of the A, we're going to first get screen, then set material to, the material is going to be the M video that we made. So this material over here, M video. And then next thing we want to do is in variables, we want to add, and we want to just call this media player. And the variable type is going to be media player object reference, or media player, and then you can look for object reference over here. So we can compile and save. We want to set the default value to our MP video. Compile and save. You can drag this out, get media player, and then open source. The media source is going to be our video. File and save. And then out of the B value, we're going to again get screen and set material. This time we're just going to set it back to black. Black unlit material. And then we're going to get the media player and we're going to close. And just one thing that I want to do is I just want to change the material of the TV. Instead of black unlit, I'm going to make it black clear coat. Looks a little better. Alright. So now we want to go into our BP first person character. And then you want to look for your line trace logic for wherever you have your line trace. And then out of your last branch, you want to call another branch. And the condition is going to be actor has tag. Tag is going to be remote. And then the target, we want to drag all the way down to the break hit result. We want to plug it into hit actor. So essentially, if the hit actor has the tag remote, it's going to do whatever. So out of true, we're going to call it do once. Then out of completed, we're going to get actor of class. We're going to get BPTV. The return value is going to be interact. Then we're going to call a short delay, a delay for maybe 3 seconds. Just so the person can't keep switching TV on and off, and that might cause some lag. You plug that into reset. You can compile and save, and that's it. It should be working totally fine now. So I'm going to click on the remote. As you see, the TV started, and I don't know if you can hear, but the audio is playing as well. And now when I click on the remote again, it turns off. And this is perfect with my chair video. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to check it out. Thank you guys for watching.